What's up guys, Mio, and I'm back with another video. And I've actually waited a couple of days to make this video, but I decided, you know what, I'm going to do it right now. This is actually a diecast review. And what's funny about this is that I got this diecast on pre-order. But I completely forgot about that. So, because a couple days ago I ordered some diecasts. Officer Circle diecast, which when I get those, I'll do a little haul video and I'll talk about that. You know, I don't really do haul videos, but I'll do it then. But anyway, this is Hailie Deegan's number 17 built Ford Tough, or Ford built what? No, it's built Ford Tough Toter F-150 for DJR Crossley. It says Ford built Tough Toter on the side. No, that threw me completely off. But anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get the diecast out of the box and get on with the review. Obviously, this is I think been the first time. By the way, I will say this: I do like what they did with the box, but I think this is the first time we've really seen a Hailie Deegan diecast since we got her. I believe it was K&N win, her first career K&N series victory diecast in the Authentics line, at least in terms of 1/64 scale trucks. Or diecasts. But here's the diecast out of the box. Obviously, of course, the 17 truck was the truck that she ran when she made her debut last year. Because, of course, she's driving the number one truck now. I believe she made her debut at Kansas, if I'm not mistaken. And once again, Lionel, once again, with the windshield issue, it's caved in over there. You could kind of get a nail underneath, as you can see. But it is nice to have this diecast, and like I said before, I completely forgot that I had this on pre-order. So I'll actually have two of them, as there's a, yeah, you can see hashtag truck into 2021. Yeah, of course, because that same day as she made her truck debut, we found out she was going to be running full-time in trucks the following year. And there's a paint chip on the rookie stripe there. But anyway, so a lot of people would say that Hailie Deegan's been rushed up to trucks out of ARCA and whatnot, which I'd honestly agree with you. Now, people will obviously make the joke that ARCA doesn't mean anything anymore because it's not what it used to be, it sucks, da-da-da-da, whatever, which I can also see that argument. And, you know, Hailie Deegan's obviously she's a popular figure, but she's also can be a controversial one. I've made a couple of videos on her on my channel, or at least one, regarding some of her exploits from last year. Obviously, you know, like off the track stuff. Obviously, there was, the catalyst of that was where she was apparently late to a media session on Zoom, and was doing it like in her bedroom, which the reason she gave for that was, you know, keep in mind she was still in school at the time, and also because there's being work done on her house, so she decided to do it in her bedroom, and she caught some flack for that. Obviously there was the podcast that she does with her dad, Brian, oh, my apologies, I completely forgot, her name's not straight over here. Completely ruined my train of thought. But anyway, there was the podcast where her dad was you know, edging along the lines of saying that COVID was a hoax, and Hailie laughing about it in the background, relatively speaking. And there was a couple other things, and we all know the way she's driven in the lower C in K&N and ARCA. She's won a few races, a lot, you know, in K&N, from basically dumping people or moving them out of the way. Obviously, one of those times was against her teammate. But, you know, I think the big question here is, does Hailie have talent? I think she does. Was she rushed up? Yes. But at the same time, I can see the other arguments of, oh, ARCA doesn't mean anything anymore, or whatever. So I hope that she spends a few years in trucks and learns. This year has not been the greatest for her. It's like there have been times where we've seen her in the top 20, in the top 15 a couple of times, but the results really don't show for it. I think she qualified the last truck race, or not last truck race, but the last truck race we had on dirt, because we've had two of them, Bristol Dirt and Knoxville. She qualified really well at Knoxville, and then fell back, and then ended up in the mid pack. Like, you know, and I think she got like a top. I think she was involved in one of the late wrecks of that race. So I think, like, there have been a lot of eyes on her, and for a rookie this year, yes, she's a rookie, but there have been some tracks where it feels like, or some places where it feels like she could have done better than she did, and yet she did. And I honestly think Knoxville was a big one, because again, she qualified so well. You would have thought, hey, she knows how to run dirt. She's ran dirt a lot. Maybe there's a chance that she might pull out a good finish out, and she didn't. So, I mean, I think maybe next year will be a little bit different because she'll have a full year under her belt by then. But at the same time, I think for Hailie, she has a lot of growing up to do. I mean, hell, she's what, about my age? I'm 19. I'll be 20 in October. She's like about my age, I think. I think she's the same age as me. It's either she's the same age as me or a year younger. One of the two. Either way. I think, you know, like, I think there's talent there, but she's got to hone it, and she really needs to mature as a driver, and I think as a person as well, in order to really achieve it. Do I think she can? Possibly. Will she? That's up to her. But I will say this, though, regarding the diecast, they did a pretty damn good job with it. I like it. It honestly sucks that we can't really get we don't get Monster Energy schemes. Obviously, Kurt Busch has been snubbed so many times because of that in the diecast market. But then you also have up and comers like Hailie and Ty Gibbs, who, and I'll even throw Riley Herbst in there, who run Monster Energy, but we can't get their diecasts because Monster Energy is a bunch of petty fucks. It's complicated, but anyway. So with all that being said, yeah, I'm gonna have two of these diecasts. I'm not sure what I'm gonna end up doing with the other one that I'm gonna get soon, or hopefully soon, depending on when my Sharpie diecast order comes through. And speaking of that, please make sure not only to drop a like and subscribe on this video, but make sure to when you go to buy diecast off of Circle B Diecast, and I think this also applies for like apparel and stuff. Make sure to use code ANJJ for free shipping on orders of $20 or more. It's a huge help. It really is. And it helps me out because whatever you pay, basically like a part of that is, or a part of the equivalent of that, is turned into reward points that I get on my account that I can use to buy stuff with myself and so on and so forth. So it's a huge help. There's a bunch of other people that have, their own codes. It's awesome to see. I'm just glad to be a part of this. And again, with all that being said, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe for more content like this. Excuse me. And I'll see you all next time. Peace.